Okay. Um, it's so pathetic because as target individuals, they're creating this false persona, this reality that is so falsified. And okay. Um, it's so pathetic because as target individuals, they're creating this false persona, this reality that is so falsified. And they do these things, these ways they try to trick you into subscribing to this BS. But you realize how bullshit this shit is. I'm sorry for the language, but I have a body cam. Purposely have a body cam because I want to put things in perspective. And in my mind, they try to do so much. But you see this video as I'm walking. Keep seeing, I'm walking up, walking to a place, and I'm looking up. I don't want to see what's in front of me because I know they can make me look at children in this sexual way. It doesn't take much, and I don't want to look down. I want to make it obvious when they manipulate me. It will take, I want them to continuously show how obvious the manipulations are because they can manipulate me to have perceptions, to have sexual perceptions of kids in ways like the way you make me look at a child. Sorry, they flipped us around. The way you make me look at a woman, that's how they make me look at a child. Now you see I'm walking. I have a body cam for the sole purpose because as they do this manipulation, I want to show how obvious. But you see this person with the white pants. I'm getting this forced stimulation to the forced stimulation to making me want to look at her, right? They're forcing me so much. I feel like I don't even know if it's a child. I don't know, but I'm being forced to look at this person. I'm like, oh, whatever. I have the body cam because I'm feeling like I'm getting forced to get stimulations and perceptions. It's like I'm looking up. I can feel I can see my peripheral shows this person in white. And then I look down and I see this person from the back. You see here, right? This is that person. She's walking. She has the way she puts her. She's holding her purse. The way she's walking. She's gonna have like a. And I don't want to be judging people's body, right? I don't have the perfect body. I'm very not, But from the back, she kind of look like this Hispanic mother-like individual, like a short Hispanic mother. And even the way she walks, the way she carries her purse, it all looks like a mother of some sort. But then she turns around, and show her profile, and she does actually. I had to cut that part because as she show her profile, she does this thing where her hip try to create some curve on her hips, try to make her make a curvaceous individual, when in reality it's just because the way she just did something to position herself. Matter of fact, when I was making this video, they were forcing me to get stimulation. But at the time I looked at her, I was like, oh my god, this is like a chubby little kid. I'm talking about a 14-year-old kid, maybe 15 max. The little stomach and everything. The video doesn't show that well because I should have just properly. I regret not taking better videos. Next time I'll make sure to position the camera. She had a little like chubby stomach. She's like 14, 15-year-old kid. But the way she was purposely she's obviously a perp, right? And you can see that they told her to walk a certain way. Even the way she's holding her purse, that's what killed me. It's the way she had her purse by her elbow area, the way she hold, you would think that's just from the back, that's like a mother, a mama, older person. And then she turns around, you see this chubby 15-year-old kid. Matter of fact, when she turned around, I think the reason why she turned around like that is I think she probably noticed that my perception of her looked like this kind of mother-like individual, and so she wanted to position herself and kind of create an angle with her butt area to look more curvaceous than what she really looks like, because that's the reality. That's what she looks like. And she was trying to position herself, which I'm not going to show that part because she's trying to sexualize herself, try to create a hump of some sort so they can create a perception of sexuality. But this is reality here. And they, I was like, this thing, how pathetic this thing is. They are doing their best to try to make you, and they are directing these kids to do these things. Target individuals, you could live life doing these things. You know how humiliating it is? To counter reality, they keep telling me how I'm going to be raped. They're not saying that just to warn me. It's because they want me to look at this and feel identifying to these manipulations. This is the sad pathetic thing. It's pathetic. And as I was making this video, because at the end she just turns around, she create a profile, and she just like do something with her butt to try to like create a curve, and to give her like some kind of butt curve that she does, that it has to be like created. Yeah, she has to like create a butt curve. It's so sad. And in my mind, they try to bring up some kids that they kind of like zoomed in and try to create this. It's sad. This is so sad, because this is reality. They want me to look at kids in a sexual way, and they're trying to create perceptions that are sexual. Listen, they don't, like, before I made these videos, a kid even much younger than her, she's like, I mean, like, she looks like a obvious like little 13-year-old kid. She come out of the elevator, she just like hunch over a little, like do the little, like try to perk her butt and just like, oh really? And I'm looking at that, and they try to make me look at her in a sexual way. It's like, this, you know how sad it is. You see how obvious it is. Because in my mind, when you become a target individual and you have the V2K applied onto you, they can create perceptions as sexual. It's so sad. It doesn't take much. They can create you to have a perception, and then all it needs is a little bit of something that they can create to make you have a perception of sexuality. They have the ability, this technology, this amazing technology has the ability to create a perception, and they utilize the way you look at a woman, right? That's what these kids are trying to create. Like, they try to make themselves, they make their butts being like curvaceous and so, because they then can make me imagine the way I would perceive a woman with curvaceous assets, curvaceous butts, and then try to make me perceive them the way I'll perceive a woman. Look at this. But in real time, oh my gosh, you see how sad she turned all red. She's a little belly, like she got a little chubby belly. So sad. I'm like, you serious? I started laughing. I looked at her, I laughed at her. Like, I'm not gonna show that part, but if you hear this video, you can hear me laughing at this. It's like, you serious? You really think that you have a chance? She was all red. It's like, you're crazy. She turned all red. I think it's the humiliations, and they humiliate these children. They humiliate them. Because yes, my brain can be manipulative, but you understand this is the technology. At the end of the day, I recognize that for the manipulations. And I'm going to laugh at you trying to create some kind of perceptions that's falsified. You're a child. I don't want nothing to do with you. Stop trying to hold your purse like that, to make yourself look like from behind, to be like a mother or some kind of adults. It's so sad. It's just nasty manipulations and perception, and they try to create angles where they can make me perceive these kids in different ways. It's so pathetic. Right now they're bringing up the child of somebody who, she showed me a picture of her daughter, and for some reason this kid is not it was a picture of her when she was a 15, 16-year-old kid, and but the way the picture is taken and the angle, it gives this kid like some a butt that she doesn't have. And they make me look, and I don't know if it was zoomed or something, because there's other picture of the same child, and it's definitely, and I actually have a screenshot of that, of the same. This child doesn't have what is crazy, but the reason why is because they want me to look at these children in a sexual way. But this time it's so sad, because this child literally was there to do these manipulations, and then when I saw her turn around, I started laughing in her face. I started laughing at her face. It's on camera. I started like giggling. It's like, you serious? You think you're just delusional? They have you holding a purse like this woman, like an older woman. They have tried to make you pass like you're a baby. I can see you and your chubby butt. It really just sad. You target individuals. For me, I have no problem humiliating these people anymore. You are here making a child do this thing. Of course you're a kid. And like, no, we proved it. You look at it, like, listen, first of all, you are forcing me to get nasty perception toward children. It doesn't take much. They can create, listen, this baby younger than her. Throughout, when I was looking at these videos, like little babies, little girls, it's so sad. When I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, it breaks my heart. They're doing things with their hair. It's like, oh my gosh, you stop doing this. So these kids, the older kids, and they're not much older. This one's probably like 15 years old. Of course, they can do something more when they can do that to like a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old kid. Still sad. And so they make these kids pose in certain ways, create this like, you cannot do nothing to me naturally. You understand? This is what this technology can do. They can make people have perceptions that are not naturally happening. I will look at you, I'll laugh at you, dumbass, if looking at you. It's like, do you think you can do anything to me sexually? Do you think you can make me feel anything naturally? No. But this is the technology. We have the ability, this perps have the ability to make you perceive children in every sexual way. But for me at this point, I'm going to speak up immediately. And they're like, oh, we believe you. I don't care what you believe or don't believe. One thing is for sure, I'm not going to let you escape into a fantasy. I'm not. This is reality. And they have been doing these nasty things. You can see that this person just randomly walking by herself is just a kid. For me, it's like, okay, make yourself seen. Watch what's going to happen. I'm going to humiliate you. I'm going to humiliate this child. To me, it's a child. It's for sure. If she looked like a child to me, 15-year-old child or so. To all my target videos, when you see that, imagine you have to make your child do that. Imagine you as a child, you had to do these things. And now you're humiliated by a target individual that you're supposed to be making him believe or her believe that she's something she did or he's not, something he's not. I laughed at this kid in her face. I was like, you delusion. Come on, go home. And the person at the door, right? She was like shaking. It's like, yeah. It's like, you think this is. Oh, you delusional. This, matter of fact, this video actually makes her look better than what she actually looks like. Like, in real life, she even looks more of a child. It's crazy. She's a tiny, like, to alter my target video. For me, my purpose is to record what's happening to me. I will never subscribe to this, and I know this is what they do.